One of the most astounding things about this book is that it's your first book. How exactly did that happen? Did you finish the manuscript and did you just know who to give it to and kind of start this whirlwind of success and getting it out there?
I did it. My story kind of starts with Twitter of all things, you know. I was not sure if this was even a book that could be published because you don't see a lot of books about young black girls. You don't see a lot of books about young black girls dealing with racism and police brutality. And in a time where when you say Black Lives Matter, so many people don't really understand it. I wasn't sure if it was something that would be accepted in publishing. So I went on Twitter. A literary agency held a question and answer session, and I just asked if it was an appropriate topic. An agent responded. He was like, "I'd love to read that." And so I sent it to him. He loved it. He signed me, and now look where we are now. So Twitter's good for something.
It's so encouraging too for any creative person out there that no matter what your story is, there's opportunities to tell it, which is very exciting. I'm also fascinated because I do read a lot, and I always go out and try to read a book before I see the movie that it's based on, and just the adaptation process really fascinates me because when you have a big fandom for a book, sometimes you could feel precious about the book and you don't want to see it change, but film is a different medium. So curious if you guys have anything specific that you changed in the movie, if you could tell me about that and why you chose to do that.
Pretty much we stayed faithful to the book as much as possible. There's a character that we took out in the script in terms of the actual film production. We felt there was a lot of characters. We can maybe condense one. That was really done with the collaboration with Angie, making sure she felt comfortable with that. In terms of a little bit of a structure, like the talk came a little bit later. We wanted to start off the movie with the talk and establishing her worlds in Williamson and Garden Heights. That was done a little bit earlier. I think Angie started at the party. But those are like small things that you do anyway when you're kind of adapting things. But the tone, the spirit, and the way these guys verbalize and then communicate with each other, we want to be true to that.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the changes I'm most curious to hear your opinion on is the kiss in the car.
Yeah.
It was interesting because I wasn't expecting it, and then it happened, and I can see why you would do that, but I'm just curious what the conversation was like when that idea came about.
I remember when I read the script and they had that happen, I was like, dang, I should have done that in the book. But it's one of those sweet, tender moments that we get right before tragedy. And I think it's important because if nothing else, it gives the viewer of the movie an even better idea of what this young man means to Starr. In the books are different because you're reading things and I can just say it. I can have her say, I have feelings for Khalil, but we actually, in the film, we get to see it. So I think movies do a great job of showing instead of telling. So I loved that was in there.
Absolutely. And what do I hear about this monitor dance you've got going on?
Oh yeah. What? What did I do with that? Nah. Yeah, they got me dancing, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Whatever gets you in the groove to make good movies.
Okay.
All the power to you. Thank you guys so much.